Good morning. It is Sunday morning in my home studio for Forest Ceramics, and I am ready to open my kiln for my test plates that I've done. There's only 5 pieces in here, so it's not exactly an awful lot to get out the kiln, but this one I'm really excited about. I haven't even cracked the lid open and had a peek yet, so this is very much a first time. I might just slot a few little clips and pictures of what I've done up to this point, because this is a real new test for me. I've never used a slab roller before, and I had a wonderful slab roller as a birthday present for my hubby. Thanks, hubby, absolutely awesome.
I said I see it and I like it and I want it, yes I do.
And then I also want to say thanks to my mum and dad for an awesome birthday present from a company in the UK, Hartley & Noble. So these are Drape moulds for plates. They have recesses on the bottom so they can go on your giffing grip. So you put this on your giffing grip on the wheel, and then you can use the wheel for your speed and your turning rather than a banding wheel. I used my new slab roller, rolled some clay over the top and trimmed it with a needle tool. Was able to stamp it. And then I dried it over in some plastic for a few hours, not that long. And then I got this additional kit, which you can actually just spin on the bottom of every item, and then literally it's easier to remove from that point.
Oh, please release me, let me go.
Brilliant, absolutely awesome. I've only used them once, so these plates that I've got in the kiln are my very first item I made using my slab roller, my very first try out with the Drape moulds, and tried to put some feet on, didn't really work. And then I'm also trying to glaze them. So far they survived the Bisque firing, a little bit of a wobble on one, but I'm testing them. I actually think from listening to a couple of people, I rolled the slab too thin. I didn't take into account shrinkage on thickness, so maybe they're a little bit thin, so they are going to be a bit more fragile. So I'm going to make them thicker next time, but we'll see. I put the Bisque on, just want to see. Well, the biggest one's in one piece, at least. I can see the hairline crack is still there. Ooh. So this is my first one, which is pretty flat at the moment, so it hasn't warped in my drying. I dry them super slowly, and I'm trying to see now if I can show you. I don't even know if you can see. There's a very hairline crack. Now I have to do a photo of it afterwards, but everything else has turned out lovely. I wonder if that hairline crack is gonna crack in glaze. It's almost like when I've put I was going to say pastry then, when I've put the clay over the side, I maybe did it too quickly or it was too dry. But, I mean, it feels stable. I don't know. Oh, God, I'd love to know if anybody has an experience of it. Feels strange. I wasn't able to put feet on these. I tried a few methods that didn't work out, so I know they're not going to be long-term usage. It's nice and cool, 58 degrees. I'm in the middle of just doing some trimming and throwing from some playing around I was doing yesterday. Oh, both in one piece. These are my 2 smaller ones, so that's all in one piece. Oh, the crack's actually repaired. That's looking quite nice. Got my stamp on the bottom. That's come out quite nice. It was a lot easier to stamp my bigger stamp because obviously when I stamped it, it was on against the wooden base, so that was quite nice. That's actually quite nice. Don't know what you'd use that for, but yeah. And then this was the medium one. Again, can't see any cracks. Oh, that's quite good actually. Oh, right, okay. Now this one, I tried to put a foot on. Oh, this is no good. I've tried to put a foot on with the slip. I didn't have the right tool, so I used a very fine slip trailer. I've now got, following old Joe at Old Forge Creations, what he uses. I've got one of those for next time. My stamp again worked on there quite nice, but you can see my foot ring is quite shallow. I did it on all the others and they broke off, so this one stayed on because I put it on too late as well. I should have put it on as soon as I'd rolled it out and put it on the wheel and threw it, not through it, you know what I mean, compressed it on the wheel after I put the slab rolled clay on top of the drape, which was on top of my wheel. And I should have done these straight away and I let them dry too much because I was trying to make the slip. But that one stayed on, so if I can refine that, and then let me just see if I have got a breakage on the bottom. Yep. It's in one piece, it's in one piece. Oh. Do you know, this is better than I thought. I thought they'd have cracked because I had some hairline cracks, but they're in one piece. At least I can test glaze. Oh, that one actually looks the best. Again, some very, very, very hairline cracks, but I don't know if that's just like where I've stretched the clay over and you'd normally burnish it or something. They feel, the weight of this one feels much better. One of them, that's not wobbly, there's no foot on it. That's actually pretty good. And again, this one, the foot came off that I had put in. My stamps worked, but super flat. So I'm putting these now on a flat table. Don't know if you can see these. Okay, this is the one that warped. So that one has got warpage. So that would be no good. But I knew that when I was working on it. It doesn't have, but I've got bits underneath it, but it's definitely, that was wonky, but the big one isn't. A little bit on this one, nothing on that one. So, considering that's my very first time, so far, no S-cracks at least. Some warpage, need to put feet on. The one I put a foot on, this one, my foot wasn't level. But my biggest one, which I would have thought would have been my most problematic one, that one's got no warpage. I have no idea how to put these in the kiln when I've glazed them. Do you put anything underneath? Because you're only glazed. I don't know. What do I do? Because you're only going to glaze mainly the inside, but then you will have some glaze over here. But will that drip down? And if you put it on anything, that's going to allow more option for warpage. So I'm guessing it sits on the kiln shelf, which has got backwash on it. Oh. I used this combination on the one, so a base here which is Honeycomb, and then I've done Lime Shower with Flick. So these are the colours I've used, but the combination I've tested out when I've layered these before, that's what I got on my test tile. That's 3 coats of Honeycomb, and then that's 2 coats of Honeycomb. So this is the side I've gone for. I've also used a bit of a imaginative, creative technique of flicking in with the glazes. I have no idea what that's going to turn out like. The other combination I've done is I have gone for Mayco Seasalt with Mayco Leather flicked in, and again that is roughly the colours. I was looking for a grey, soft grey effect. That is to potentially go with this concept. So I threw some little handleless coffee cups. So the sea salt is really nice. I'm hoping the centre's going to be like that and maybe the edges like that, but who knows? We'll see. So I'm excited. Also, this is my new kiln. So my previous one I christened Kitty, and she's been with me since July, and there was a slight crack in one of the bricks, so Northern Kilns, who fitted this for me, said, look, we're going to replace it, it's only aesthetic. Bless them, absolutely amazing. Adrian at Northern Kilns, amazing. So they came in a few days ago, and they've taken Kitty away, which was quite sad actually. I've only had her for August, September, October, 4 months, 3.5, 4 months. But now this is my new kiln. She's identical, definitely feels a she. And as of 10 minutes ago, she's now called Bella. So this is Bella, meet Bella, and this is her first firing. I did a Bisque firing with nothing in to just burn off the elements. And now this is my first firing. So, are we ready? I don't know if you are, but I'm certainly not. Okay, Jeanette. Calm. Calm. I love this bit. I absolutely love this bit. Okay, here we go. Oh! 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 Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. I think. Yes. Well, it's not stuck to the bottom. Oh, wow. Oh, look. Oh, God, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, my. I love it. Look at my edge, so neat around there. I was concerned that was going to drip, so I only put a thin edge. This is my biggest one. Oh, God, look at that. Is that awesome or what? It's nothing really like what that is. But I love this flicking in effect. So this was the, what did I do? This was Honeycomb, 3 coats. And then this is the lime shower that I flicked in. That's really, really nice, isn't it? I don't know if it's just me that likes it, but I love that. So this one didn't have a wobble on before I fired it. No wobble. But I don't have a foot on that because I tried to do some feet and I left it too late, so I've got to practice with my feet. Oh, I don't think that's too thin actually. Maybe for durability, maybe, oh, you've got to be gentle like that. But, and I could afford to take this higher, couldn't I? Look at that on the edge. Oh, I love it. That neatness there. I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. Oh, yes. So I've done 4. Large, medium, small and extra small. And I've done 2 in each colour. So let's have a look and see. Oh, wow! Oh, this is the other combo. Oh, my goodness me, I love that. Oh, oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm doing that again. I'm looking at my edge. Not as neat as the other one. Hang on, let me get angle. That's pretty good, but then around here, couple of a little movement there, but actually nothing that's gone down onto the kiln shelf. Oh, wow. It's my happy dance. I didn't expect that. See, how do they go with these? Yes, yes, I can imagine those as a set. Oh, yeah. I like those. Wow. Here, it's almost got like a blue tinge. How crazy is that? So that is layering leather. Leather over Seasalt creates that blue. Oh, I'm super excited with that. This one had a wobble on before it went in. How did it correct its wobble? This had a wobble on before it went in. It's perfectly flat. How can that happen? Has the heat allowed it? How's that happened? That was wobbly when it went in. There's nothing there. Oh, God, I love it. Oh, I am so happy. Right, last 2, bottom shelf. Oh, sweet and dinky. Oh, not stuck to the bottom. Oh, look at this little one. Ah, look at my edge. I'm looking on the camera to see it for the first time myself. Look at that. I'll show that with the other one. I've made these. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to be making more of these. I love this flicking technique. Now this one, I did a foot ring on using a slip trailer and it was too fine and too thin, but it's all that I had. And I put it on a little bit too late. I should have put it on straight away. And it wasn't it wasn't level before again, that's gone level. How bizarre. The small, medium and large, or the three smaller ones, whichever way you call them, they all had a wobble on. The wobble's gone. Ay, ay, ay. That's actually not too big a foot ring, the smaller foot ring though, is it? That's quite nice. And my logo has come out quite nice. Oh, I love them. Oh, wow. Oh, my baby one here. Look at him. Oh. Oh, wow. Now this one definitely looks like it's got a wobble on, doesn't it? Yeah. Maybe it's just my trimming. Oh, wow. Yeah, this one's more boat shaped. That definitely has got a massive wobble on. That, but I obviously did extra layers of flicks on that to create that dark, which I really like. This one is way too wobbly to use, but 3 out of 4, that ain't bad. And then I got one, ooh, I've got a reglaze in here. So I did a mug with Galaxy on the outside, and I think it was white gloss, no, lime shower on the top. And I didn't like the inside, it looked dirty. So I just literally threw some more lime shower and some white gloss on. Oh, 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 that's very nice. That's interesting because I didn't like this on the bottom. That's nice. And then I redid the inside because it was literally useless before. That's very nice. Oh, I like that on the inside. Wow, it's amazing sometimes how a refire can create a bit of magic. That's an interesting inside. Well, definitely preferring that to before. I'll post a picture of before and afterwards with that one. But it's definitely improved. Huh? I like that. Well, I'm thrilled with that. 3 out of 4 plates. Oh, happy days. And well done, Bella. First great firing. So, I'll post some pictures of the plates I've just done as well. I'm in the middle of, well, I was doing a bit of throwing yesterday, so I'm going to carry on doing a bit more throwing and practicing because I haven't done it for a few weeks. Need to get back in the groove. But, oh, I'm so chuffed. Thanks for joining me and thanks all for your support. Really appreciate it. See you soon. Bye.